Have you ever wondered why, after studying grammar and vocabulary for years, speaking in English still feels challenging? Here's the real secret. Practice is what actually unlocks fluency, not just memorizing rules.
I love that you started with that question. For so many English learners, the biggest hurdle isn't knowing the words, it's finding their voice. In today's episode, we'll dig into why speaking practice is absolutely crucial for improving your English.
That's right. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how practicing even in simple ways can boost your speaking skills, help you think in English, and build your confidence step by step.
And we'll share specific methods, daily speaking routines, how to practice alone or with others, tips on overcoming shyness, plus a look at using listening and storytelling to make speaking easier. Ready to get started?
Let's jump in and make English speaking less scary and more fun.
You know, so many people think they have to perfect their grammar before they even open their mouth. But the truth is, speaking is a skill like playing the piano. You actually get better by doing it, not just studying the notes.
Exactly. I've met learners who can ace a grammar test, but when it comes to a real conversation, they freeze up. It's that missing piece. Practice in real situations.
What's wild is, once people start practicing, they naturally pick up grammar patterns just by using the language. Like, you start saying sentences the way you've heard them, and suddenly the rules make sense.
And that makes the process feel a lot more natural, right? Instead of overthinking every word, you start to feel how the language flows. That actually reminds me, building a daily speaking habit can completely change your progress. Even if it's just 5 minutes, talking to yourself in English like describing your breakfast or your plan starts to rewire your brain.
Absolutely, and it doesn't have to be complicated. I've known learners who say things like, I am making coffee, or I am walking to work. It sounds simple, but it gets your brain thinking in English instead of translating.
It's so true. When you practice like this, over time, you skip that slow step of translating everything from your native language. Suddenly, speaking feels much faster.
And once you start thinking in English, you feel more prepared for real conversations. It's such a confidence booster. Funny enough, a lot of people feel awkward about practicing out loud when they're alone, but it's honestly one of the best ways to build your skills. No one's listening, so you can experiment and make mistakes freely.
That's a great point. Some of the most successful learners I've met started out by talking to themselves, describing things they see, even pretending to have short conversations.
And recording yourself can take it even further. Listening back helps you spot what you're doing well and what you can work on. Plus, it's oddly satisfying to hear your progress after a few weeks.
It might feel strange at first, but hearing yourself improves both your pronunciation and your confidence. It really shows you how much you're growing. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Fear of making mistakes. It's the number one thing that holds people back from speaking.
So true. Most people worry they'll sound silly or get something wrong, but honestly, every fluent speaker made hundreds of mistakes along the way. That's how you learn.
Exactly. The more you practice, the less those small errors bother you. You start to realize mistakes are just steps forward, not something to avoid.
And connecting with a friend or language partner helps a ton. Even short chats can make the language feel more familiar and get you used to different accents and ways of speaking. You know what makes practicing even more fun? Telling little stories about your day. Whether it's something funny that happened or just how your morning went, it keeps things interesting and helps you build longer sentences.
I love that. Plus, listening to real conversations in English like podcasts or interviews gives you so many natural phrases to borrow. It's almost like you're building your own toolbox of expressions.
And when you make speaking enjoyable, you're way more likely to stick with it. Consistency is what pays off in the long run.
10 minutes a day really adds up. Those small daily moments are how real fluency is built. Before we wrap up, let's highlight a few key takeaways from today. First, daily speaking practice, even short sessions, makes a huge difference over time.
Second, don't wait for perfect grammar or zero mistakes. Jump in and learn by doing. And third, making practice enjoyable helps you stay consistent and motivated.
So, here's your action step. Pick one method we talked about, maybe describing your day out loud, or recording yourself, and try it for just 10 minutes today.
We hope this episode inspires you to make speaking practice a natural part of your routine. Keep going, trust the process, and celebrate every little win.
Thanks for listening to Fluent Podcast. Keep practicing, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, and remember your English will grow every day you practice.